Hey everybody, it's Matt with Sequoia CrossFit, back with you again to answer some of your questions about fitness, about CrossFit, and about what it is we do at Sequoia CrossFit. And today's question is a common one that I get again, which is how do I get abs, or how do I get a six-pack abs? That's what people are coming here looking for. Six-pack abs are a common goal for people, men and women, because it is a good measure of overall fitness. Now, we can see people who don't have a lot of fitness but do have a lack of body fat, so they are skinny and they would have visible abs, whereas we would see people who are really strong who may also have a layer of fat over their midsection, so even though they're very fit, they may not look it. First of all, why six-pack abs are important? Well, in and of themselves, they're not. We certainly can see really fit people that don't have visible abs, and you can live a long, happy, healthy, and functional life with never having that chiseled, men's health or women's health cover model midsection. That's okay. What that six-pack really is an indication of for me as a coach is that an athlete has enough muscle mass that they have muscle volume, but also a lack of excess body fat, and so we can see that definition of the muscles. While abs are certainly a cosmetic goal for a lot of people, they also serve a really functional purpose for everything that we do in CrossFit. We do have to have a very strong midline if we're ever going to go under any sort of load or even control our body alone without an external load. You've got to have trunk stability. Your entire midline is really important, not just the visible six or eight pack, but also the transverse abdominis and even the spinal erectors. All of this band of musculature around our midsection is important to be strong because we want to be able to stabilize our spine so we can move loads and control our body. If I have a barbell on my back, but I can't keep my spine from rounding over every time I carry it, then we've got ourselves a problem. We can open ourselves up for injury. And again, injury prevention is a major part of what we're doing. It's not just about being able to squat 500 pounds safely, it's that when we're 80 years old that we can stand up and sit down with the load of our own body being stabilized. But the fact is, you've got abs, I've got abs, we've all got abs, they just might be a little bit hidden underneath some layers of fat. So how do we get them out? How do we get to see them? A lot of times in CrossFit they say, well, you don't really do a lot of sit-ups, so how do you have strong abs if you don't do sit-ups? Well, certainly sit-ups, or we have a little extra sit-up called a GHD, a glute ham developer sit-up, that's especially difficult. So we do certainly do those movements as accessory work, and they're built into some workouts that we do, but frankly we're constantly training our midline with every load that we subject ourselves to. So it's not quite true that CrossFit doesn't address midline strength. We actually address it almost every day. It's just a question of getting our midline stable whenever we're under load. We need two things simultaneously in order to have visible six-pack abs. We need to have strong musculature, so large abdominal muscles, and we need to have a lack of body fat around the midsection. So you've got to have your nutrition dialed just as much as you're getting your training done. So consistent attendance in classes. Accessory work with sit-ups will certainly help, but really just attending the classes, doing the sit-up work whenever we do it, but also stabilizing that midline when we are working under load. That's going to develop that strength, that's going to increase that muscle volume, but you've got to have that nutrition dialed. I've said it before and I'll say it again, you cannot out-train a bad diet. So if you go over to Burger King next door and that's where you're having your post-workout lunch, it's not going to serve your needs. You're going to end up storing either excess calories or the wrong balance of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats as body fat, and then those abs are not going to be visible. So how do you stay consistent with fitness and consistent with your nutrition? You visit us at sequoiacrossfit.com, you click on the link for a no sweat intro, and you come into the gym to talk with one of us one-on-one about your individual fitness and nutrition needs. We'll come up with a plan for you. We'll get you started with 5 personal training sessions, then get you into our group classes, having a great time. We're going to turn up the music, have a lot of fun, give you the best hour of your day, and get you in the best shape of your life. But you've got to go to sequoiacrossfit.com, click on the no sweat intro link, book a time to come in and talk with us, and we'll see you real soon.